Sega Dreamcast, a very special console to many of us, least of which Sega themselves, as it marked the end of their foray into the console hardware battle. But it also marked the end for another big player in the PC space, 3DFX, unaware that a battle was being waged on this very piece of hardware to contend to the power and GPU inside it. Imagination Technologies won that battle with their PowerVR technology, and it was something that started that pioneering relationship between console and off-the-shelf PC parts we still see today. This Neon 250, a very rare card, but here we're going to compare the Dreamcast itself to its PC equivalent, which did intend to launch in 1998, but unfortunately due to other reasons I'll cover more, it never actually landed until 99 and had a very limited lifespan and very limited amount of impact in that space. Was it as good as the Dreamcast itself? How did it compete against the other competitors in the PC space? And just how difficult is it to get this to run on a Pentium 3 and Windows 98 and get those drivers to actually work? All that and more inside as we go 90s and get the fight on. We're back in the 90s, where that computing cauldron of innovation and transformation reigned. In this episode, we are going to go hands-on with a rare PC prototype graphics accelerator that was a dream come true for gamers. Or was that a nightmare? Now, as I've previously covered in my 2-plus-year-old videos of the death of 2D gaming and the i486 CPU to the resurgence of PC power in the late 90s to early 2000s, such as the TNT2, the PC 3D accelerator market was growing, and here again we're in that transformation stage with a very rare and iconic piece of history, the VideoLogic Neon 250 or the PowerVR. This was the prototype board that forged Sega's final console in the Dreamcast, one of two options infamously thrown together in competition in secret to get the best bang for buck, and putting the penultimate nail in the biggest PC player of the time in 3DFX. A black belt or Highlander nonetheless, Sega chose the weaker of the two, but I'm sure not as much as the required reduction in licensing fees. Now, this is a card and GPU test I've wanted to do for years, and I've only managed to gain access to this thanks to an AMD GPU architect, so a big thanks to them for giving me this free of charge. And this enables us to get dug into the details between the Dreamcast and the Neon 250. How good was it? How close was it? What kind of sacrifices were made? And just how much better was the Dreamcast or the PC card at that time? Let's dig in.